Hello and welcome to another pipe presentation video. Let's try to make one video for all five of newest Dunhill estate arrivals. I already put the cherrywood Dunhill. Didn't want to place all of them because I already have the group photos, so I'm just gonna start with the first one. I borrowed the description from Smoking Pipes. They have basically the same pipe in unsmoked condition for sale right now, priced at $940 US. This one you're gonna see for yourself. Condition is wonderful, full package, barely smoked, and let's just start. 20 being the, let me just show the stamping on the left side and on the right one. 20 being the cherrywood shape, or this sort of a bent poker. Looks awesome, just incredibly elegant and timeless design of this pipe. Looks great. Bruyere finish looks again fantastic. No matter which shape you buy a pipe in. I love the complex. You can see that stem is like new basically. I love the coloring or the staining they do with these pipes. It's complex and it involves, if I'm right, several different stains in order to achieve this exact finish. Chamber walls are silky smooth, no burns or darkening on this beautiful oval rim. And we all love poker shapes. I mean, everyone should have at least one. Some people smoke exclusively poker shapes. Some people love smoking English blends from poker shapes. Others, I even know people who smoke Virginia, straight Virginia, only with poker shapes. It's all a question of taste, of course. You develop and come to know when you come to know your taste in pipes. But their poker in general is a shape that allows you to experiment, to just try out different blends, and guaranteed you'll have at least one blend dedicated for a poker that smokes fantastic, especially out of it. Chamber is wide and deep just enough, if you ask me. It's a group 5 size pipe and it's measured perfectly. There isn't one attribute of this pipe that falls out of balance. It's just so elegant. You can clinch it. Just take good care of it. It's gonna last for a very, very long time. And just enjoy this wonderfully looking poker Dunhill. Let me just show real quick. I'm gonna go like this with the package and everything. I'm gonna put the pipe here. So in the black box you have, well, actually I can try to pull it out with my glove, which is gonna be a tough challenge. Let me just pause real quick and remove it with my hand. There we go. So you have the box itself first. All pretty standard, great condition, basically as new. You have this small prospect, which you can just, spread across with all the description, I guess the finishes and the shapes, taking care of your pipe and all that stuff. Put it inside. Sleeve, the white spot sleeve, as you can see, still in its original case, plastic little bag. Hasn't been opened yet. I'm not gonna do that, of course. When you place it inside, put the pipe over it. that. Whoops, like that. It sticks out here a bit. There we go. And in the end, you have the white box. I'm going to show it in a second, which this black box fits perfectly, of course. It's slightly worn off here, but you know, that's the point of this one, to protect everything inside. So it's the original box and full package, just like you get with a new pipe. So great, I would say pristine condition, at, well, about 50% of the asking price for this pipe elsewhere, 50 some. And that's all for this pipe. Let's move on to the next one. So we have two 03 billiards. One is the dress one, the other one, or the first one, is this Root Briar from 1986. I wrote a couple of sentences about the 03, which is a lovely looking billiard. Unfiltered, of course, barely used. Second number of the year stamp is a bit blurry, but I did succeed with a magnifying glass to identify it. Let's just start from stamping. I'm just gonna remove the stem, show it like this, and start from stamping and stumble. Everything is crisp and visible, but when we look here, the 6 is definitely a bit blurry, but if you look very closely, you're gonna see it. Plus, I do have some documents to help me out with production years of pipes such as this one, so I did succeed in identifying the exact year of making as 1986. No burns or darkening on rim, wide rim, as bowl or chamber walls are thicker. Wonderful grain. I love the Root series stain. It really is a prestigious line. Prestigious line, if I'm saying it right, yes. I'm a bit tired, so don't mind if I sound a bit confused for a second there. Top-notch quality with these pipes. I mean, these from Root series, Root Briar series. They can just last for a very, very long time, and if you just take normal good care of them, don't overheat them, treat these pipes with the respect they deserve, and they are gonna last for a very long time. What else can we say? Chamber capacity, of course, is on the larger side, wide and deep, enough for a longer smoke, and nothing more left to say. A wonderful looking Root Briar example from 1986. Light in the hand, of course. Elegant, timeless piece. Let's move on to the next one, the other 03 dress style model. So the other one is a 1980 Dunhill dress, silver mounted. I don't want to miss any details on it. Everything is the same as the previous one regarding the 03 billiard shape. This one has the 5th digit, which, although is visible here as 51033, it was actually only used internally during the production process. Some mild scuffing present on Briar, unfiltered of course, and silver band, the different stain that identifies dress series Dunhills. That's just a bit of excess waxing there, don't mind that. Let's start from stem. some barely visible wear signs on the lip, as you can see, but barely visible. Otherwise, beautiful and nice condition. Silver band has all the AD for Alfred Dunhill and the all remaining all other silver stamps used on their bands. Small, discreet one, but really adds up to the whole look. I'm gonna go back to this scuffing in a second. Let's finish the shank and show bottom side of the bowl before we go up. You can see that scuffing on bottom, surface scuffing, but still visible as small dots. As much as I like the natural finish of Root Briar series the most, to be honest, but dress series have this sort of foggy greenish brown stain which looks so refreshing and elegant. I still don't know exactly which combination of stains or colors they use to achieve this look and in what order, but I have to say sometimes they're totally black, other times like this, since this is an older model, they are lighter and you can see the wonderful grain underneath. But personally I prefer this brown greenish stain over the all black, almost jet black stain on newer models. Yes, they do go better with silver. They are all black and silver collection, but this combination, but this one I just prefer to have more color on my pipe. But all in all, some small scuffing marks, some mild scuffing marks to be precise, minimal barely visible signs on the lip, but still a great condition Dunhill, which now has 43 years, or it's now a 43-year-old pipe, which it's still looking pretty good for its age. Let's move on to the next one. So the next one, I really can't decide if I like the first Root Briar or this one better, because maybe I'm leaning towards the Billiard, but this one does look great. Unsmoked example dating back to 1983 as your production. 13 shape bent apple in group size 5 with settled stem. This one also has a 5-digit number, 52131. Last digit, as I mentioned for the other pipe with 5 digits, was number used for internal, it was intended for internal use, and it was later on abandoned as stamping method. Being unsmoked, of course, original coating inside the chamber. Even with some aging marks, it still looks basically like it came from factory yesterday. Thicker walls, I'm gonna focus on these small marks of wear, just to show you every little detail. I especially like the well-rounded, comfortable to hold bowl on this pipe. Bent was just done magnificently on this one, and again, timeless design paired with prestigious root Briar series gives a great combination and looks incredibly good. Not many of these were ever available for sale. I think I found only one in unsmoked condition, but that one was actually sold quite some time ago. So a rare find. It's longer, definitely more on the longer side than on the massive side, so being the bowl being massive or large or thick. Chamber is still more than decent with its capacity, but its length, it's really what makes it look incredibly good. Top-notch quality, again, treated with respect that it deserves, and this pipe will serve you for a lifetime, and with some hopefully small restoration it's gonna still look incredibly beautiful. Moving on to the last model. So the last model is 1989 Bruyere 904 bent. The three-digit system or stamping on this unique pipe just was used to identify the specific shape. Group size 4, elegant transition and curve. This one is actually filtered for 9mm filters. And as I wrote, I haven't seen a single pipe like this one being offered for sale, so if I said it already, this one is probably the rarest find of all 5 currently offered for sale. So let's have a closer look. Some very shallow, I'm not gonna say microscopic, but you can classify them as that, teeth marks, but barely visible on bottom side, as you can see. Otherwise, great condition of this stem. I personally don't like filtered Dunhills. It just doesn't go. I mean, filters, if you ask me, just don't go with Dunhill pipes. But okay, of course, it's just my humble opinion, and there are people seeking 9mm Dunhills exclusively, so of course it's just a matter of personal preference. Barely visible burning there and darkening, but barely visible. Stamping on right side, this is actually a 9, well, it's clear and visible. Left side, dark and warm Bruyere finish or stain and a smooth finish. Simple bent shape. Of course, a bit smaller than those other group size 5 pipes we're offering and just have presented. But still doesn't feel like a small pipe. Perfect dimensions if you ask me. Very comfortable to hold. Great looking, top-notch quality pipe. And that would be all for this almost 20-minute long video presentation of all 5 Dunhills. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.